Right, Chris, hi, how are you?
Great.
Great.
How are you?
Guys, this is Chris. He's a life coach. He's got a special interest in Ironman athletes. Chris, what sort of work do you currently do in terms of your life coaching?
Well, I'm currently coaching a variety of people in really helping them. Simply what life coaching is helping them get to where they are now and get them to where they want to get to. Putting a clear plan in place and removing obstacles. I find out really one of the most common things is a lot of people have these fears or beliefs that really hold them back from going after what they really, really want. So it's really helping people on their own pace to design the life that they want and really go after their dreams.
Right. And you are an Ironman athlete or a triathlete yourself?
I'm a triathlete, yes. I've conquered one half Ironman. Still got the full to go. But love the whole sport. Love everything about it. Love the people that it attracts and what it does to you.
What interests you about Ironman athletes and the mentality behind it?
Well, I think it's one of the most amazing endurance events anyone can put themselves through. Let alone the physical part, but the mental part of the 17 straight hours. There's lots of endurance sports. You think of something like a marathon, and that's largely over within 3 to 5 hours. 17 hours or 12 hours, whatever it may be. And also the different sport disciplines that bring. The swims, the bikes, the run, completely different attitude that's needed, different approaches needed. We all have different strengths and weaknesses in the sports. So I find it fascinating to understand how to really maximize that performance. And I think what interests me from my approach is there's so much information out there for triathletes on the technical part of the sport. On your swim stroke, on your aerodynamics, on how to do your running stride. But there's very little on the mental side. And virtually across any sport, any business, any aspect of life, they always say 80% of it is psychological, 20% is the mechanics. So I think there's a big gap in the marketplace. So what I've created, and what I'm creating, is a business all around the mind of a triathlete, and really helping triathletes to understand how they can get even more of their performance from what's up here, while they're doing the swimming or the biking or the running.
Right. And so, how are you going to get this information? What are you?
Well, one of the things I'm really dedicated in doing is extracting the great strategies that the great athletes use, whether they know it or not. So I'm going to be interviewing all the top world-class athletes, from Chrissy Wellingtons and Chris McCormacks, right to the top international coaches. People who've really immersed themselves in sports for decades and try to pull out the best strategies from all and find out what works in those moments, in those critical moments in those races, or also in the long-term planning. I think another critical aspect is the mental part of training. That's, the race is one day. The training can be 4 months or a year. And it's how can you continue to raise your own bar throughout your whole training program on the mental aspect of it.
Right. And in the future, as this keeps going, are we going to see you at a Hawaii Ironman event or something?
Absolutely. Hopefully I'll be participating. I'm throwing my name in the lottery for the first time this year, so I'll be checking the internet quite closely in April. But one of the plans I'm going to be doing is not only providing content on my website, where people can download these interviews, but also then turn it into kind of live workshop events where I hope to get some of these top athletes or top coaches in on different aspects and different disciplines of the sport. But then also, it's how do you take the discipline that you apply to your triathlons and the adrenaline that gives you for your life, and how do you apply that to other aspects of your life? How can you be as passionate as you are about triathlon, about your career, about your relationships, about your friendships, about your pursuit of wealth, whatever it may be. And what I'm going to be doing is turning this into live, multi-day events with bringing in world-class speakers, and really you come out of it designing an amazing life for yourself.
Wonderful. So if you're quite open to Ironman athletes or athletes contacting you now?
Absolutely, yeah. You'll put my contact details on the screen here, and I'd love to talk to you. I can start coaching you right now and get you in peak performance for your next event.
Thanks, Chris. See you later.
Cheers.